Yo, what's going on, everyone? My name is Cody Jones, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the movie Monster Hunter. Now, before I even mention this, I might do other movie reviews from a while ago, the past or whatever, because I've seen a lot of people do reviews for older movies, and you know what? I've seen a lot of old movies that I would love to give a review and my thoughts on for some of the other people who have not seen these. And I just want to point out I'm really happy to talk about this movie because one, I just got done watching it, and two, this shit was amazing. Let alone the fact that I've never heard of it before I've seen it. I never even knew it was a Capcom game. And honestly, the movie itself was fucking amazing. Now, if you don't know what Monster Hunter is, it is basically a movie with Milla Jovovich, Tony Jaa, and Ron Perlman. Now, what I want to know is this movie was very interesting, like from the get go, especially since basically what the movie is, it's basically talking about like these group of military soldiers who end up excavating around a desert area and they end up getting caught up into a storm that takes them into a whole nother world. Now, what really made it very interesting is the fact that it was very interestingly like detailed like with the whole outside world. Like it really made it seem very desert like but also very otherworldly. The storytelling was amazing. The acting was really good. I loved Milla Jovovich's performance, and what really made it cool is the fact that Tony Jaa's character was like very like alienated from the world because everything like is all brand new to him. Like his first discoveries with chocolate and with learning like American language because when he was taken away, he was all the way from the past, like during ships and pirates and everything. I can't really remember the time. I was paying like 10% amount of attention because I was busy doing something at the time when the movie was playing. But aside from all that, I do want to note that Tony Jaa's character was fucking amazing, and the way that his like fighting, it was still very true to his style, especially if you've seen Tony Jaa in Ip Man 3, especially if you've seen him in The Protector, in The Protector 2, in the Ong Bak movies. It's like if you've seen how he fights, it is very fucking amazing. His martial arts style is very like interesting to watch. Like I love seeing this dude get down in fights and shit, and it was really fun to watch. Now another thing I want to point out is one, I was actually a little bit upset that some of the other characters didn't really last long in the movie, especially Ti. It was very much of a bummer because he didn't get to last long. I kind of thought he would, but I mean, I should have figured. But another thing I want to point out, gosh, there's a lot of things I've been pointing out already, is the way that they fucking make the monsters in this movie. It is amazing. Very like cool to see, especially the way that the monsters fight and the way they move. And it's like the way that they dig under is very otherworldly, you know, especially in the desert, kind of like how they got the idea for like one of those snakes that burrow into the sand and then bust out whenever they're about to eat their prey and everything. I really think they got that idea from them, and they also got the idea from how like they're able to sense like anything by sound or by movement. Like the way that they made the monsters in this was fucking dope, and it was really cool to see. Now, another thing I want to point out is the way that the storyline was really like kind of combining Milla Jovovich into like trying to connect and communicate with Tony Jaa. And it was very, very interesting because he's like focusing on trying to pray to his family and everything. Like, just, like, basically just praying. I don't know why I kind of fucking explained that part. And Milla Jovovich is so focused on trying to get back and trying to understand where she is, how she got there, and how she can get back to her people, back onto Earth. It was very fascinating, especially seeing the two like go hand in hand with each other. That was a very cool scene. Now, what really took long was like them trying to prep up and like decide to team up against the monsters and shit, or what Tony Jaa would call them, the Diablos. And the way that the fucking weapons looked and the way they were used, it was very awesome. Especially Milla Jovovich's character. It was very like blades of chaos, like in the fucking God of War games. I thought that shit was sick. And especially with Ron Perlman's axe, how it does the same shit. It's like the whole storyline was very cool to watch, and I don't really know if they're gonna make a sequel. I really hope they do, especially the way that the whole thing ended. Like, just the whole build up, especially how Milla Jovovich finally gets back to her people, thinking that she's free, only to realize that the fucking dragons and monsters and shit are coming into her world, and Tony Jaa ends up surprisingly coming back to continue fighting alongside her, along with Ron Perlman. Like, the whole movie was fucking spectacularly done. The storyline and everything was phenomenally made, and I'm really hoping that they make another. And I was actually surprised that Ron Perlman, like, still looks as if he hasn't aged much, you know? What I don't really understand is the fucking hair. It was fucking messy and all over the place, but I kind of understand because like it's just a style and everything. But other than that, Monster Hunter was by far one of the dopest movies I've seen, and I'm very curious and hoping that they do make another movie because this one was amazing. The storyline was really cool. The fighting and the monsters, very Shadow of the Colossus like, and very really cool to look at. And the way that the just the team up with Tony Jaa, Milla Jovovich, and Ron Perlman, that whole scene with them teaming up together, it was fucking spot on dopeness. But on that, guys, I think that is where we're going to cut this video because honestly, there's not really much to say. There's still so much that I gotta record right now because I'm gonna be very busy next week, and I'm currently busy this week with a lot of things. But I do hope that you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, share this video with your friends. I upload videos every single day, and I upload podcast episodes on Sunday. Sometimes Sundays, not every Sunday. I'm trying to make them, but I'm also trying to space them out, you know. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.